live. Welcome to another stream, guys. We'll be celebrating Gukesh's win today. Let's start with a 10-minute blitz. 10-minute rapid, as I should say. Let's go. We're playing so bad at chess, DP. 1570 rated right now. We'll try and get to 1600 on today's stream. Let's see if we can do this. Just a second, guys. Okay, so he starts off giving us a silly check. Don't really care, we can come back. Okay, so can we go and trap this bishop? Should we advance our pawns down there? Let's try. This is always an option, but we can just take in case he decides to sacrifice. Like, he can start an attack here, but not really sure if it's quite a good one. Okay, so now the plan is to just advance the pawn, I guess. In case I advance it, I don't really see a continuation after that. He can come here, even takes, and then giving a check here is an option, but not really a very good move there. We can go like our pawn forward, but it does nothing. He can just take and then take, and he can win an extra pawn, so not an exactly good move. We can try like, our queen side is completely opened up, so we need to be careful of that. Now this check or even this check is deadly, so I think his knight moves here now. We need to get our castling done as fast as possible, because I don't really think we can defend this pawn now. Or we should just like try to do something here. So bad at chess is not really that bad. Now can we... Okay, let's go. Cannot take because our queen just takes, and his knight would have to move. This is not an option. This is not an option. We can just take. This is not an option, and this is not an option. So this is the only option for his knight to move. Let's say his knight moves here. Now what do we do? This pawn's falling, so let's try and defend this first, and then just develop the bishop and castle. I think simple chess moves, not a really good opening, I'll be the first one to admit. Now takes and takes is the threat. Yep, this, I think, in case he moves this, we just go here, or even this is fine, I think. Yep. Now this can be played. Yep, I think it can be played. Let's try and exchange pieces first. Yep, I think this bishop is under some threat. Okay, right on. Let's just castle now because things are looking shaky. Okay, so my speech volume is not correct. Just give me a moment. Is it okay now? GP Chess, welcome to our streaming again. Okay, so can we develop, or should we just develop the pieces? Yep, I think this makes sense. Yep, getting a tempo on the queen, also threatening. Now I can just try and exchange queens, but I don't think it's the right time to exchange queens right now. Okay, so this basically forks the rook and the queen. So bad move there. And I think we'll start off with a win now. Because I don't think how he defends from this. Okay, so he's trying to attack. Now the move here for me is to just move back with the queen. Now he cannot, this knight can come here, but we can then just take, cannot come here. So we are still winning a piece there. And a win with black. So a good start from us. Let's say he just moves back. I don't see any other option. Let's say in case he does this, we can just take. His rook takes, and then we are up material. And we're also up time, so like 2 minutes ahead on time, so it's all good. Okay. Now the plan for me is to just exchange pieces. Let's say I move, he takes, not a good move. His knight moves are still to be considered. Let's attack a pawn. This is the attack we are making. This is defended as of now. I think he'll just defend it with a rook. Okay, so he doesn't want to defend it. He's planning to hop his knight here. So should we just start? Okay, let's just start with taking a pawn. This is the move he's thinking about, definitely. Yep. Let's say we takes, and then takes. But our rook is also under threat. So let's double up on this file. Yep. Cannot move here, cannot move here. Our knight guards it. So, but this knight is actually on a good outpost, because I don't think we can really take on it. We can try to get exchange this knight, because we can just come back here, and he'll have to exchange, because we can then just win a pawn. Also, in case this knight moves, we have a back rank checkmate threat. So should we? Okay. So now it is no more an option. I think he's threatening to make this move, I guess. So can we check, takes, and then takes? So I don't really think that works. Let's, can we make this move? Like in case we get a knight here, his knight takes, our rook takes, and it is no more a threat. So that is also not a move to be considered. Let's play a waiting move. Let's play this, because he has some ideas of back rank checkmates. This was actually a very lazy move. Should have calculated this. Like in case he moves this, we can take the queen, but he can also take our queen. So it's actually an equal trade, but I am up material, so it's okay for me to trade. And also we have burnt some time on this move. I think about a minute or so, and we are just 1 minute ahead on the clock from our opponent. Okay. So our opponent also plays a waiting move. Now let's go here. In case we, yep, I think this is a good move, because he cannot really take. His queen will hang. Okay, that's actually a good move, but I think it's okay. In case he takes our queen, we just check, and I think it's a mate. Yep, I think that's a mate. He has actually blundered. Yes. So a victory on the board, guys. A good game overall. Let's continue the run and let's start our game with white. I want to play a game that partially is the game Gukesh played today. Like he played the Queen's Gambit, which is my favorite opening. He played the Queen's Gambit declined. Our internet's a little wonky, not really doing well, but okay. So I don't really think we have to. Can we play a new game now? Okay. So we are playing Zach from US. Let's go and play D4. D4 is on the board, guys. Hoping for D5. Then the Queen's Gambit. Okay, so he wants to play the King's Indian. The thing with King's Indian is I'm very annoyed by the move that makes because he just doesn't go for the center. Like no pawns move for the center. He just wants to develop his pieces and the thing is he wants to castle early. So I have attacking ideas on my mind, but I have the problem of over attacking and losing the game there. So let's go for an attack. Let's develop our bishop here and start the pawn march. Okay, so he isn't really committing. Let's. Okay, so he has commit. Let's start with the pawn march now and get something going. Now this move completely defeats the purpose, but is actually a good move. So he doesn't. He wants to open up the center, but I think this black bishop is going to be a liability for him. Nothing really doing. He can get it exchanged, but it's okay for me because he will get some weaknesses on the dark squares. Now our plan is to just basically move this in case he. Okay, so he played the good move. Now this is what we are planning. We'll play fast because we'll try and build some pressure because of time. Also, we need to keep an eye on this check, but our rook's guarding it right now. And this knight is actually very passive. It's not really doing much. Can we go here? He takes, and then burst up the king side. Now this move also needs some calculation. Like this next move is very crucial. He also has some passive pieces. His bishop is not yet developed. Knight is not really developed. This bishop is looking good. Knight's not really doing anything. Now we should try and get this queen into the game. This move is a more candidate move in the next few move sequences. Let's just get this first and then try to get our queen in. Okay, so we are about 1.5 minutes ahead on time. So Zach's taking some time. He is calculating his next move, but I don't really see how. Let's say he makes this move, then this move sequence doesn't really work because then he can just take, and okay. So let's plays a waiting move. This actually is not in the spirit of the game. I mean, I'm attacking his king side, and he just develops his bishop, and not really development because his bishop is not going to do anything here. This pawn just blocks his view. So I'm not really sure what he's planning. Okay. Let's say I take. Can we take? Let's say I take. His knight takes. Or should we develop this first and then play? Also, this pawn is attacked twice, but this pawn is protecting it. Let's say I take, his knight takes. So let's first, okay, so let's first pin his knight. So he cannot take it with the knight. Let's say my pawn takes, and then his pawn will have to take this. So that's the plan, and that will open up his king side. Then I can get my knight into the game. Okay. Now pawn takes. G's. Okay, so this move is I think crucial now. Can I develop my knight here? Okay. Let's develop the knight here and get rook onto this file. Then I think an attack is on. Also, can I go here? No, I don't think I can. Let's first develop the knight and then get this. His queen will have to unpin itself. Okay. Now this is on. Now this attack is on, guys. So the plan here is simple, just playing our bishop here, and I don't think he's, oof. So he's gifting us a piece. A very poor play, I should say. Okay, so this is resignation. So 2 wins in a row, guys. We are playing good, and 1586 is the current rating. Okay, so we have a strong opponent now from Hungary, I believe. Yes. Let's just give him what we've got and hope for the best. Okay, so he's also a King's Indian player. Stopping him from playing this pawn. Let's take, and then develop this queen. Attacking this as well as this. He can only defend one. In such positions, I just feel taking on this pawn is good because this is actually a central pawn. Okay, so this, if I take with this, he can just pin me. So I'll take it with the queen. Now his queen would have to take, and then I can take. Ooh. So what do we play now? Let's say I go this. Yep, I think I can. And now pinning this is our next move. Like takes. Okay. He cannot take with the queen because his rook will hang, and he'll have to take it with the knight. But after this we can play this. I hope he doesn't see this. I hope he doesn't see that he can take it with a knight, because okay, let's see. I think he's calculating knight takes. Knight comes here. His bishop would have to take. My queen takes. His rook is hanging, so overall a lot of calculations to be made. Okay, this was also a good move. So now can we move our knight here? I think we can. Now knight takes, bishop takes knight, and then okay. Oh god, this is embarrassing. How? Bye, bye, bye. Why did I not see this, yaar? Oh. Oh god, I completely forgot about the knight, man. This is embarrassing. This is resignation, guys. I don't think we should play this. So after 2 good games, a very embarrassing game. We are playing Droffel CR, and he has played the Queen's Pawn opening Blackmar Gambit. Here I think we should just take the pawn and try and defend it. Bishop develops. Yep. Standard moves. Takes. Queen pins. This is also move, but then he can take. Also, he can pin this. Okay, so then the move here is now, I think, why is he? Okay, so we cannot take this really because queen takes. I think we can. In case this move, okay, we can come back here. Yes. Uh, can we play this? Yes, we can. Let's just castle. Okay, so the move here is now, let's say we develop this, or should we attack the queen first? Yep, I think we should attack the queen. Now our rook can develop and get into the game. Improve path. Okay, so getting my rook here is the plan now. Okay, so he doesn't really care about castling. Let's say we go here, he just takes. Let's say we play this, he takes. I don't really see the plan here. What is the plan? Also, we want to like unpin the queen because this rook can come here. I cannot think of a plan, man. This knight is actually controlling this square. I want to play this move, but this is very annoying. Can we start a pawn attack on the queen side? I think that's in the spirit of the game. A very waiting move, but I don't really see another move. We have to get our queen somewhere though, because the rook's right now pinning my bishop. Also, this bishop is quite deadly. In terms of development, I feel I'm doing quite bad. White has an easy position to play. I mean, all his pieces are developed. He hasn't really castled like his. Okay, so he's looking at this move. Let's just takes, and takes is fine by me because I want to get rid of this strong bishop. Okay, so he's looking at a checkmate there. And now I think we can harass his queen. His queen cannot come here, we can just drop in our bishop. Yep. So we have kind of solved most of our problems. Now I think this move is crucial. We need to get our queen away from here. He can easily take my pawn, and then we don't really have a move. So let's say we move our queen here. Yep, I think this is okay. We need to be guarding this square, this pawn as well. So this check becomes a threat, but really it doesn't do anything. So should we now try and what threats can we make? Let's say let's just get our rook into the game now. Our queen is kind of tucked in, cannot really move, hasn't really got a lot of squares. I think he's planning on castling though. Very late for castling, but it's okay. You can also play this. Yep, I think this move makes sense. In case we play this, he cannot move here, he cannot move here. He has a lot of squares here, so not really trapping his queen. But we do have some initiative, I feel. Okay, so now let's say takes. Let's first get this on. Queen needs to be somewhere here because these pawns are quite like unprotected, and in case we can gobble up two or even one pawn, we can start a pawn march. And I think I plan on taking this bishop as well. Do we have the option of taking the bishop? Yep, I think I think we should take the bishop. Exchanging this bishop for the knight is, I think, okay. Yep. Now let's get the queen in. Now develop. Okay, so this is the threat. Okay. Takes. Also threatening this. So moving this is, I think, fine. But he can just move his queen here. We're equal on the time clock. Both have around 6 minutes to play with. Any other move, I think, loses. In case he... Okay, so he wants us to take. But why does he want us to take this? Why has he played this? Has he miscalculated something? Let's say I take. He takes. He's threatening a checkmate here, but we can just... I think it's fine for me to take. Okay. So now, if I move my... I think it's okay. I don't really see his point here. In case he takes, we take with the pawn. Yep. This is guarded by the rook. This is also guarded by the rook. So I don't really see his point there. It's actually a bad calculation. Now takes. Okay, so he attacks this. Let's exchange queens now because we're already up material. I think exchanging queens here is smart. Takes. Should we take with the rook? In case we take with the rook, what do? We do nothing. In case we take with the pawn, we do nothing. But I feel taking with the pawn is okay because this pawn is actually on a different island. It's not protected by anything. Getting this pawn here will help developing this pawn chain. Also, we are asking him to exchange rooks. Our rook opens up on this file, so I think taking with the pawn was fine. Also, we are threatening to win this. Okay. Now our rook is on an open file. We are attacking this. In case he attacks this, we will just, yep. And I think this is resignation. And okay, can we play this? Attacking this pawn, he just moves it here. Okay, so he doesn't want to. So we are up around 4 pawns, I think. 4, 3, a piece and a pawn. Overall, I think they should be winning. Okay, so he wants to get in. Let's play a preemptive move. Cannot come here, cannot come here, cannot come here, and cannot come here. Cannot come here, cannot come here, cannot come here. Yep, this is resignation. Let's move on to the next game, guys. That was a solid game. I don't really think I let him in at any point. Okay, so this weird opening again. So the thing with this opening is the opponent just fianchettos his bishop here and develops the pieces and castles. And the thing with this opening is that it annoys me. I mean, why do you want to just develop pieces and castle? I mean, play for some initiative, man. Develop the pieces, attack. Nah. So let's develop the knight. Takes. In case he develops, we just take again. Takes. Developing the bishop. Okay, castling. This looks beautiful. Yep. Now I think this is crucial. What should we do? Can we play this? He just defends it with the pawn and it doesn't really make any sense. But I think this is okay diagonal. This move can be played. Yep. Now I think we should just exchange the bishops and start something here. What's really the point? He is happy to give me a knight. I don't really know why, but thank you very much. No man, why is he offering us a draw? Why would you make such move and offer me a draw, man? Yep, we are 1596 now, and I think this will be the end of today's stream. See you tomorrow, guys. Hopefully